broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is News at 12. For the local scene, PGA to strictly monitor agri-infra projects through Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering Unit. The provincial government of Albay, PGA, will effectively monitor agricultural infrastructure through its Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering Unit. Assistant Provincial Agriculturist Daryl Jan Buenconsejo highlighted this during a committee hearing on the proposed provincial ordinance to establish the unit under the Office of the Governor. Buenconsejo emphasized that the creation of the ABI unit will ensure the sustainability of agri programs funded both by the PGA and the national government. The unit will be the planning, coordinating, regulating, and implementing body for agri and fisheries engineering, mechanization, and infrastructure programs and projects. Buenconsejo also highlighted and noted that one of the primary objectives in establishing the unit is to empower and modernize the agri and fishery sectors by supporting extension programs available to farmers, fisherfolks, and cooperatives. Meanwhile, PGA Piticao to enhance tourism in Albay through utilization of Pantao Port as gateway to tourist destinations. The provincial government of Albay, through the Provincial Tourism, Culture and the Arts Office, Piticao, aims to boost tourism by utilizing Pantao Port as a gateway to local attractions. During a recent Albay Tourism Advisory Council meeting, stakeholders emphasized the need to connect Pantao Port to key tourist destinations, which will help stimulate the province economy and expand recreational opportunities. The Department of Public Works and Highways DPWH will improve access roads by installing signages and lighting to ensure safe travel. Meanwhile, Marina Regional Office 5 and the Albay Coast Guard will oversee the safety and security of tourist vessels. The Department of Tourism Regional Office 5, LGU Libon Tourism, and local travel agencies will offer tourism packages to attract visitors and promote ecotourism activities within the province. By enhancing the tourism access, the PGA aims to create jobs, foster growth, and improve economic opportunities through collaboration with various agencies. In the national scene, Marcos Jr. led large-scale job fair with foreign and local company participants. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. recently led a large job fair that attracted over 100 companies and thousands of applicants. During his speech at the Career Con 2025 held in Pasay City, PBBM stated that the program aims to reduce the nation's unemployment rate. Marcos Jr. also emphasized the importance of educating and equipping candidates with the necessary skill to secure good jobs. And he also highlighted his administration's commitment to regularly organizing similar job fairs. Additionally, the program seeks to provide employment opportunities in both local provinces and the national capital region. The two-day Career Job Fair 2025 featured participation from domestic and international businesses. According to the Department of Labor and Employment Secretary, Bienvenido Lagesma, 8,000 open positions need to be filled. Lagesma also noted that out of the 18,000 registered Filipinos, at least 5,000 positions are available. In another story, petition against 2025 GAA, Supreme Court's move to destabilize the government. The Supreme Court SC petition against the 2025 General Appropriations Act is perceived as an attempt to undermine the government and restore the 1.3 billion budget cut from the Office of the Vice President due to concerns over financial transparency. Deputy Majority Leader Paulo Ortega condemned the petition. Representative Isidro Ungab, Attorney Vica Rodriguez, and their allies describe it as part of the broader political strategy to create uncertainty and weaken President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration. Meanwhile, Representative Estela Cruz Kimbo of Marikina City, acting chairperson of the House Appropriations Committee, stated that the amendments clause is already included in the ratified report from the Bicameral Conference Committee, indicating that Congress does not need to ratify the updated report. Ortega, a member of the Young Guns in the House of Representatives, called the SC petition a calculated political gambit intended to obstruct the administration's progress and disrupt the government. He accused the petitioners of trying to reverse a Congress decision to reduce Vice President Sara Duterte's office budget by 1.3 billion. Ortega also emphasized that this action is part of the larger campaign of political manipulation aimed at undermining the credibility of the national budget. He warned that the true goal of the petition is to compromise the Marcos government and pave the way for Vice President Sara Duterte to consolidate power. Ortega urged the public to reject the narrative put forth by the petitioners and to understand that the actual intent behind this move. He also reaffirmed that the House commitment to defending the integrity of the 2025 budget and ensuring that it addresses the needs of the Filipino people. In another story, Speaker Romualdez recognized legacy of former Speaker JDV. In recognition of former Speaker Jose De Vinicius Jr. exceptional legacy of public service, Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez called on his fellow governors to unify. The announcement coincided with the inauguration of the Batasan Complex in Quezon City, which was named in honor of the former Speaker De Vinicius. Speaker Romualdez described him as a man of great ideas and profound humanity. Also present at the inauguration were his wife, former Pangasinan Representative Maria Georgina De Venecia, known as Manay Gina, and their daughter, and also Representative Christopher De Venecia, who currently represents the 4th Congressional District of Pangasinan. Speaker Romualdez remarked that former Speaker De Venecia is one of the most revered and respected figures among the nation's top leaders. He stated that Speaker Joe is a unique leader in Philippine politics, someone who uses his diplomatic skills and unwavering love for the people to promote unity despite differences. Moreover, Speaker Romualdez highlighted Speaker Joe's noteworthy diplomatic accomplishments. And for the news outside the country, South Korea reports initial findings of Jeju air crash to Ikawa, US, and Thailand. The preliminary accident report from South Korea's investigators regarding the Jeju airplane crash last month has been sent to the United Nations Aviation Agency, as well as the authorities in Thailand, France, and the United States. The investigation, released on Monday, indicates that the inquiry to the deadliest air accident in South Korea's history is still ongoing. It also examined the role of a bird strike and included assessments of the engines and the localizer landing guidance system. The International Civil Aviation Organization, a United Nations body, requires accident investigators to submit a preliminary report within 30 days and recommends that the final report be made public within 12 months. On December 29, a Boeing 737-800 plane, which is en route from Bangkok to Muan International Airport, overshot the runway during an emergency belly landing and collided with the localizer structure. This tragic event resulted in the deaths of all but 2 of the 181 passengers and crew members on board. Experts believe that the structure at Muan Airport, which was made of reinforced concrete and soil supported by systems tower, likely contributed to the accident. The localizer is vital for guiding an aircraft as it approaches the runway. The report highlighted several preliminary findings from the South Korean investigators, which represented the victims' families on Saturday. One significant discovery was that the pilots and discussed seeing a flock of birds during the aircraft's final approach. Additionally, the report does not explain why both data recorders stopped recording simultaneously just before the pilots announced a mayday. According to the findings, when the black boxes ceased functioning, the plane was 498 feet above the ground and traveling at 161 knots. In another story, 7 people injured as a result of passenger plane fire at South Korea. A fire broke out on Air Busan Airbus preparing to take off for Hong Kong from Gimhae International Airport in Busan, South Korea on January 28. This accident led to injuring 7 people. Despite the fire, 176 passengers and crew evacuated safely, 7 of whom, including 3 passengers aged 50 to 70 with back pain and 4 crew members with chest pain from smoke inhalation, are receiving minor injury treatment in the hospital. The fire started in the plane's tail around 10:26 p.m. and was extinguished by 11:31. And according to recent investigations, the cause is still under investigation. All 279 planned flights at the airport continued to operate except for 8 cancelled Air Busan air flights. This incident follows the deadly crash involving a Jeju air flight from Bangkok on December 29 of 2024, which killed 179 people, making it the worst air accident in South Korea's history. Only 2 flight attendants survived after the plane made an emergency landing at the said airport. And that ends our news at 12 for today, January 30, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our News at 12 writers, Danilyn Racion and LJ Lorejo. And on the technical side, we have Richard Bobbies. This has been your anchor for today. I am Cherry Mae Dacoro. Thank you for subscribing.